Navel center. One more time like so. Inhale, stretch up. And exhale, round. Good. And inhale, reach your arms up. Separate your fingers. Separate the palms. Twist to the right. Let the hands touch down. Inhale, stretch up through center. Lift your heart. Yeah. And then over to the left. Touch down. Inhale, stretch up through center. One more time each side. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist left. Breathe in through center, reach up. Good. And then lower your hands so they're shoulder height. Good. Cross your left wrist on top of the right wrist. Turn your thumbs to face down. Touch the palms together. Palms touch, Sylvie. Palms touch. Left wrist crossed over the right. There you go. Yay! We're in this together, my friend. Lift the fingertips up as high as it's willing to go. It does not have to go straight up, right? Just as high as it wants to participate. Wherever you are, though, press your palms towards each other and extend your fingertips up at the same time as your hips and your legs are extending down. One more breath. Exhale, release, roll the shoulders, let the arms just kind of dangle by the sides, roll the shoulders, bring some fresh blood and circulation. Good, and let's do the other side. Bring the arms out, cross the right wrist over the top. Yes. Thumbs down. Thumbs down.
Right over there.
I know it's tricky, and it's like early, right? And then lift the arms up. Yeah. Good. Sylvie, we're not leaving you behind. Good. And then let's practice as you inhale, like reach up. And as you exhale, let the hips settle down. So you're grounding and lifting at the same time. That is this practice, huh? Sthira Sukha Asana. Sweetness, steadiness, effort, ease at the same time. In every single pose, every single breath. It's hard. Good. And then release that, roll the shoulders any which way to release a little bit of that efforting. Good. And then hold your elbows over your head. Grab for opposite forearms. And let's tip over to the right. Use your right hand to drag that left elbow down. And then switch sides over to the other side. And then come up through center. Take a gentle forward fold. Just walk your hands forward. Draw your chin towards your chest. Let your head be heavy. Unless there's neck issues, right? Then you be careful and support the neck. Fantastic. Rise back up. And then switch your other leg in front if you're sitting crisscross. Interlace your fingers and press them up towards the ceiling. Ceiling. Good. And then lift your shoulders up towards the ears, like, and then keep the palms pressing up, lower the shoulders back down. Good. And stay like this. Swivel, twist, right. But keep pressing up if you can. Keep press up. Roll the pinky edge down the back. Ooh, yeah, Denise, like that. And then swivel to your left. Just, you know, like the dancing ballerina in the music box, like that. You're swiveling the spine. Yeah. Eric, you're nowhere near the camera frame, so don't worry, okay? All right, come back to center, and then hands to heart. Hands to heart. Why are you here? If you don't know why you're here, maybe you ask for that, right? Let this practice show you why I'm here. Another great question I ask myself when I'm not quite sure is what needs to be awakened in me? Like, what is a little sleepy? What's a little dead? What can be more vibrant in my life through this practice? Sometimes the gifts come like a big torrential rain. It's very obvious. Sometimes the gifts come very softly. In that liminal space between wake and sleep, it'll come. Good. Tabletop position, please. Come to your hands and your knees. And just do some gentle cat and cow. And you do this with a loving, loving attitude for your spine. Good. And then everybody, chin to chest, rounding into cat pose. Tuck your toes. Good. Downward facing dog. Press back and up. Separate your feet so they're as wide as your mat. Take it wide. Good. Romy, as you practice, this is going to become your down dog. So the legs are going to become wider and wider always. Always. Yeah, good. And then lift both heels. Bring both heels to the right. Keep your legs nice and wide. So both heels to the right, so you're twisting a little bit. Yeah. And then look underneath your right arm. Look underneath your left arm. Good. And then come back, lift both heels. And then lower them to the left. Feel the side of your right body open. Look underneath your left arm. Look underneath your right arm. Come back, both heels up. Lower both heels down. Walk your hands all the way back towards your feet. Fold. If If you want to adjust the feet, adjust them. You want to keep them wide, keep them wide. Soft bend in the knees. Soft bend in the knees. Relax the weight of your head. Let go of any, I want the pose to look like this for today. And instead shift that to what needs to be awakened through these poses in me. Everybody, hands to the shins, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Bring your sternum, your heart to the front of your mat, like aiming there. Good. Exhale, fold. Draw your chin to the chest, gaze between your legs and behind you. Again, inhale, halfway lift. The heart is moving forward. Exhale, fold. One more. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Hands to hips, elbows pointing up. Flat back, rise up to stand, circle the arms up. Touch the palms together, hands to the heart. Adjust your feet for how you like them for half Sun Salutation. Good. Inhale, stretch up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees if you like to. Inhale, halfway lift. Breathe out, fold. Breathe in, rise up, reach your arms up high. Touch the palms together, hands to heart. Again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Rise up. Slow and steady is the way. Hands back to heart. One more time. Inhale, reach up. A little back bend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Can your breath be louder than your thoughts? Exhale, fold. Rise up to stand. Hands come to the heart. Why are you here? Sometimes the why becomes so clear. It can come in a form of a dream or just a feeling. And the more we practice and get closer to those feelings, those guidances, then we become the person who gives up our seat. And we do so with so much joy and conviction and purpose. So why are you here? Bend your knees, sink your hips down. Fierce pose. Utkatasana. Lift your toes, spread them apart, and put them back down. The weight is truly in your heels. Good. Oh, one more breath. Lower your hands down and fold. Extend your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Downward facing dog. Just way there. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Match the duration of your breath to your movement. Inhale, plank. So you don't make it to the plank until you're done with the inhale. And then exhale, down dog. Make it last. Ooh, good, Terry. Good. And then reach your right leg up and back. Look between your hands, step it forward. Lift your right arm up, easy twist. You can place a block underneath your left hand if that helps. Good. And then everybody perch up onto your left fingertips. And notice what happens in your hips when you do that, right? You start to recruit the muscles around the core, blah, blah, blah. Okay, downward facing dog. Reach your left leg up. Step it forward. Lift your left arm up. Twist. Come up onto the finger pads so you feel your whole pelvic bowl lifting. Very beautiful. And then downward facing dog. Try to do that on an exhalation. One more time each side. Right leg up. Step forward. Lift your right arm. Twist. Perch up onto the left fingertips. Exhale, downward facing dog. Reach your left leg up. Step it forward. Reach your left arm up. Rise up on the finger pads. Ooh, downward facing dog. Go back. Lower your knees, cow pose. Lift your tailbone. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Again, inhale, cow pose. Cows are holy in India. Downward facing dog. Go back. Can you match the breath this time? Inhale, slow motion to cow pose. Exhale, slow motion to downward facing dog. So beautiful, Carol. 2 breaths here. Thank you for being here in person. I love seeing the bodies move. Thank you for being online, making time for your practice when there's a million other things you could be doing. Alrighty, lift your right leg up. Step forward, high lunge this time. If you're feeling wobbly this morning, heel toe your right foot to the right. That always helps me. Good. And then lower your hands shoulder height. We're going to do that arm thing we did earlier. So shoulder height out in front of you. Palms face in. Cross your right wrist on top of the left. Sylvia, you got this. Hold your wrists as they are and turn your thumbs down. Now touch the palms and then extend the arms up. Ain't nothing to it, right? Good. Steady through your legs and tip side bend right. Challenge the balance through focus, your awareness. Focus on how you are breathing and use and learn the vocabulary of sensation in the body. Good. Come back to high lunge, bring the hands to the heart. Lower the left hand down, easy twist. Easy twist. Left hand down to the ground. Lift your right arm. There you go. And then perch up onto your left fingertips. Aha, you feel the pelvic girdle lifting. Downward facing dog. Nice. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Slow your roll. Good. Left leg up. Step forward into your high lunge. You can place that foot more to the left to help with stability. Good. Now bring the arms parallel. Cross the left wrist on top. Thumbs down. Touch the palms. Raise your arms. Can you reach up at the same time? The legs are steadily grounding. And once you have your balance, tip, side bend, left. Breathe in, 3. Exhale. Breathe in, 2. Slow exhale. Press your palms together for this last breath in. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Good. Lower your right hand down, easy twist. And once you're there, perch up onto the right finger pads. So the work, right? That's what teachers mean. They're like, don't dump your weight, right? You're lifting out. Downward facing dog. Very nice. 3 rounds, cow to dog. Here we go. Breathe in, cow pose. Breathe out, dog pose. Breathe in, cow pose. It's like a little awkward, right? But we smooth out the turbulence with practice. Downward facing dog. I love this version. Inhale, cow pose. As a vinyasa, right? It has all the critical elements. Downward facing dog. Very nice. Reach your right leg up. Step it forward between your hands. Lower your left heel down, warrior 2. Position your feet like nice and wide. Soften the shoulders. Have you seen the native New Zealand men dancing? And they pump their fists and they stomp the ground. That's what I think. Like Vira, hero, warrior. Okay, good. Reverse. Just keep it simple and sweet in the body. Side angle pose, right elbow, right thigh. Let's start here for today. Right? There will be opportunities to go different places, but let's start with the elbow there. Press down through the outer edge of your left foot and extend long. Beautiful, Sylvie. Ah, rolling, yeah. Good. And then lower the hands down, downward facing dog. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, down dog. Don't worry, the chaturanga's coming, okay? Inhale, cow pose. I can like feel it. And I don't want to do this one. Okay, downward facing dog. One more. Inhale, cow pose. Breathe in, breathe in. Exhale, down dog. Breathe out, breathe out. Good. Reach your left leg up. Step it between your hands. Pivot the right heel down. Then warrior two. Always position your feet before lifting the upper body. It helps, okay? And then from here, soften the pelvic bowl. Terry, lower your right hip a touch. If you need to open the legs more, do that. Yeah. Uh-huh. Tricky, tricky, right? It's subtle. Subtle. And then reverse. Good. Side angle, left elbow. Let's do this version to start. Pay attention to what your right foot is doing and stomp it into the ground, like with purpose. Why are you here? What do you want to learn? Good. Look down, hands down, down dog. Smooth transition. Inhale, cow pose. I love my knees. Downward facing dog. Go back. Again, inhale, cow pose. How can this get me so sweaty, huh? Downward facing dog, go back. One more, inhale. Exhale, down dog. Good. Bend one knee at a time. Kind of rinse that out. Thank you. Right leg up and back. Step forward, high lunge, come back. Find that central line of balance, cactus shape, 90 degrees, good. And begin to turn your heart up, like you lift your heart up, and then the gaze, for some of us, follows. Eric, relax your shoulders. Relax your shoulders, yes, good. And then clasp the hands behind the back, right thumb on top. Always match the thumb to whatever leg is in front. And then look down, take a couple hops if you need to, Virabhadrasana C. Shift the weight into the right leg. Lift the left leg. And do your best. Do your best. If you want to challenge yourself, lift your upper right hip crease. One more breath. Lower the hands down, vertical splits. Just reach your left toes up, 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 up. Okay, and then step back, vinyasa. Good, left leg up. Step forward, high lunge. Make sure your feet are super stable before doing anything with the upper body. Cactus the arms slowly. Begin to phototropically, right? Like turn your heart up towards the sun. And then maybe you're brave enough to look up towards the light. Keep the heart open, clasp the hands behind the back, left thumb on top. Good. Track your gaze down and in front. Step into your seat. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale, just do your best. Lift your upper left hip crease. Good. Lower the hands down, vertical splits. Reach the right toes, point them up. And then step back quietly. Take one vinyasa of choice. Downward facing dog. Child's pose. Any child. Turn your palms up. Hope you receive something. Okay, turn your palms down. Come back, downward facing dog. Put a soft bend in your knees. Good, and walk your hands back to your feet. Fold at the back of your mat. And then bring your big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. Utkatasana, fierce pose. Chair pose, aka. Awkward pose, aka. Yeah. Lightning bolts, I've heard it called, right? But Utkatasana translates to fierce. Okay? Hands to heart, please. Twist to the right. Romy, keep your arms open. Good. And feel that openness in the chest. You're gonna be holding baby soon. Everything's gonna curl in, so we want to take this time to open. Strengthen your back. Good. One more moment. Sit a little lower. Bring your heart closer to your thumbs. Phew. Good. Utkatasana, face forward. And everybody, forward fold. Extend your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Good. Shake out your neck a little bit. You can do the flutter. Oh geez, I did this the other day and it just sounded like someone dropped a bowl of spaghetti on the ground. I was like, pop. It didn't happen. All right. I cracked myself up. Okay, bend your knees. Utkatasana. Sit in your throne. It's so beautiful. Right? Imagine every time you practice asana, you get like a tiny stone. And then you begin to build this throne. Huh? And the more stones, the more easily, right? You can sit a little bit deeper. Hands to heart. Breathe in. Exhale, twist left. Good. And then sit a little lower to see if you can assist the rotation of the chest. Yeah. Good. Just like that. Sitting lower to lift the heart. One more breath. Stick with it. And then come back. Face forward. Forward fold. Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Utkatasana. Reach the arms. And hold for opposite elbows over your head, like we did earlier. Good. And now unbend the knees, stand tall. Tip over, side bend to your right. Use the right hand to guide that left elbow, like let it be heavy, to assist in your side bend. When we want better access to the middle, the center, we need to open the sides, okay? So come up through center and tip over to your left. Just lean. You only lean as far as you can go with the feet firmly steady. Thank you. Come up through center, reach up, both arms up. Forward fold, all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Walk forward, downward facing dog. Reach your right leg up and back. Stretch that whole back of that right leg. Point the toes for today. Point, 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 point. Good. And then step that foot forward, low lunge. Lower the left knee down. Find stability in the middle line as you lift the arms up. Okay, we're gonna do something unusual, so it's a listening exercise. Sylvie, I can see her laughing. Okay, take your left palm to your inner right knee. Touch. Press your palm into the knee. Some of us might need to shorten the stance, right? Like draw that foot in a little closer. Press the knee into the palm, palm into the knee. And you should start feeling a little heat. Extend your right fingertips straight up, and then side bend left. So lean to the left, but keep pushing your left hand into the right knee. Oh my. Inhale, 2. Exhale, bend a little more. Inhale. Exhale, contract through the left side body. Bend, 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 bend. Good. And then come up. Hands to heart. Just hold your middle line. Here comes the sun. Good. Lower your hands down. Ardha Hanuma, half splits. So drag your hips back, pick up your right toes, and just stretch out that right hamstring. Excuse me, back of the knee. That's it. We're not staying too long. Good. Rebend the right knee, go back down dog. And then give yourself this breath. I appreciate your effort. Reach your left leg up. Step forward. Lower right knee down. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Anjaneya is Hanuman's mother. You know Hanuman? Hanumanasana, the floor splits. Right? This is leading towards it, named after his mother. Take your right palm to the inside of the left knee and create a little resistance between those 2 points. That was 1 point, right? Good. And then reach the left fingertips straight up, lengthen through the left side body up, and then lean over to the right. Use the right hand as an anchor so that you can lean more generously to the right. We practice bending, 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 right? So that we don't bite each other's heads off. And that's one of the ways that yoga can show up very, very obviously. I don't flip out like I used to, right? At least for me. Good. One more breath. And then rise up, hands to heart. Hold your midline. Find that sweet, sweet balance point in this very devotional pose. Remember, the first teacher is the mother, and her first mantra is the heartbeat. Ooh, get chills, no? As Shiva Ray. Look down, hands down, downward dog, step back. Oh, sorry, Ardha Hanuman, you're right. Lower the right knee down, left foot is forward. Ardha Hanuman, thank you. Oh, I heard a chorus there. Good, you should always do that. Do your best. One more breath. And then downward dog. Thank you. Good. Take one vinyasa of your choosing with a lot of love for your body. Here comes the sun. Reach your right leg up and back. Draw the knee towards your chest. Round through the upper back. Inhale, reach up. Point those toes. Exhale, knee in towards the chest. Look at your knee. Good. One more. Inhale, reach up. And draw it in. Push into the ground. Lift up. Good. And then step your right foot forward. Lower the left heel down. Vira 2. Warrior 2. Vira and warrior I use interchangeably because I like to remember Vira actually translates to hero. And there's quite a difference in my mind between hero and warrior. Half bind. Bring your left hand behind the back. And whether you're holding the back of your body or the side of your body, or for some of us, blessed ones, can touch the right thigh. And if that's you, push your thigh bone down towards the earth and forward. You're giving yourself an assist. Good. And then reverse the shape peacefully. Right? Good. Keep the half bind. Bring your right elbow to the right thigh for a half bound side angle pose. Like that. Good. And once you get there, press your right elbow into the thigh to lift the torso a little bit out. Good. And if full binding is for you in this moment, you are set up. And then we all breathe together for 4. Exhale. And if you're lost, ask yourself, why am I here? And if that's too much, listen to yourself breathe. Just one more. Good. Look down. Release the hands down. Downward dog. Smooth transition. Hold down dog for a breath. And then optional vinyasa. Take it or just simply hold. Elizabeth, you okay? Yeah? I know when we're at home, there's a lot of stuff that can pull us, right? Down dog. Good. Reach your left leg up, inhale. Draw the knee in towards your chest, round through the upper back. Again, inhale, reach long, point those toes, and draw the knee in towards the chest, exhale. One more, inhale, reach up, 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 up. Exhale, draw it in, kiss your knee, and then step that foot forward. Right heel down, Vira 2. That's it, Terri. Good. You're so fun to watch, yeah? Good. Take your right arm around the low back. Ardha Baddha. Ardha, half Baddha, bind, half bind. Good. It's a vibrational science, this Sanskrit. So when we say it, we're letting that vibration enter our body. And when combined with the pose, quite magical. Reverse. If you have the thigh, push it down and forward. Ooh, so much side bending today. A Gumby, huh? Good. One more breath. Keep the half bind, elbow to thigh, side angle. Good. Use that left elbow to press it into the thigh so there's no chest melting down. Okay? Good. Very nice. And if you took the full bind on the other side, perhaps you articulate it on this side. And together we breathe. Out 4. Inhale. Exhale 3. Ujjayi if you need to. Exhale. Last breath, right? Dig deep. Why am I here? Look down. Hands down. Downward facing dog. Vinyasa of choice. Good job. Everything you do here is devotional. Bhakti, devotional yoga. Okay? Reach your right leg up. Come back to high lunge. One of my teachers calls this Mahavirasana, the great hero's pose, which I love, named after Hanuman as well. Good. All right, hands to the heart, please. Bend deeper into the right knee. Look down and in front. Take a couple hops if you need to. Virabhadrasana C. From here, bend your right knee a little bit. Garudasana, eagle legs. Cross your left thigh over the right. Do we miss warrior 3 on one side?
You've done it once on both sides.
Okay, good. Thank you. Phew. God, Denise, man, you're like an abacus of what we've done. Good. Open the arms out to a T. Cross your left arm over the right, over the right. Good. Eagle arms. Sylvie. And then squeeze your thigh bones towards one another. Bend. Bend your knees deep so you sit low. Good. Coiling into yourself. Arms are coiling. Legs are coiling. If you want to bring the elbows to the knees, you can. Inhale 2. Exhale. Any degree. 1. Exhale. Good. Everybody release, stand tall. Tadasana, 5-pointed star. Toes out, heels in. Open your arms out to a V shape and breathe. Receive something really beautiful from your effort today. Guide the hands back to your heart. Heel toe or hop back. Samasthiti. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step back, plank pose. Good. From plank, either hold or cycle through vinyasa. If you're holding plank, good. Thais, hold with determination. Exhale, down dog. Everybody. Very nice. Reach your left leg up. High lunge. High lunge. Hands in Anjali, which is prayer, in front of the heart. Anjali, Anjali, Anjali. Good. And then look forward and down. Vira C, passing through warrior 3. Bend your left knee, and then cross the right thigh on top of the left. Eagle legs. You can rest the toe, like Terri's doing, for balance. Or if you're feeling spicy, you pick that toe up. And maybe some of us are combined behind the calf. Doesn't matter. Stay with your breath. Open the arms. Right arm on top. Squeeze the thighs, like really into each other as you sink the booty back. Imagine there's a wall behind you and you want to just rest your bum on the wall. Good. And then maybe that gets the elbows a little closer to the knees. Inhale, 2. Exhale. 1. Exhale. Good, good, good. Inhale to rise. Open up. Tadasana. 5-pointed star. Tada. Tada. The goddess of guidance. The guiding star. That's Tara. Female Buddha. Tara. Hands to heart. Heel toe the feet together. Find your central line. We take our bodies for quite the spin in these asana classes, no? So returning to a steady place. That's the practice. Heel toe the feet out, point the toes out, sink the hips down. Malasana. Come into your yogic squat. You can sit on a block. You can rest your hands on the ground. Can you be in love with discomfort? That's giving up your seat, isn't it? I once made an ex give up his first class seat so he could sit with me. I demanded it. Can you believe it? I don't even know me. What I should have done was taken his seat, you know? Anyway, silly me. So what is it going to take for you to give up something for the betterment of somebody else? Why would we ever cede our wealth? Good questions, no? I don't have the answer, but maybe it's something we can think about. Why? We're not free until everybody's free. Got that? Lower the hands down, lift your hips, point your toes forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Sorry, that was a little mean. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold, breathe out. Again, inhale, halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Rise all the way up to stand. Touch the palms, interlace fingers, and press your palms up towards the ceiling. Yes, like that. And again, we tip over to the right. Use your right fingers to drag the left arm down. Don't let your left foot lift. Good. And then come up through center, other side. Use the left fingers. Pulling, pulling, right arm down. Good. And rise up through center, hands to the heart. Bend your left leg, bring it into tree pose. If you always rest your foot on the ground, maybe you bring it to the calf. Maybe if it's always at the calf, you bring it to the thigh. If it's always at the thigh, bring it into half lotus. Did everyone watch White Lotus? Why would anyone cede their wealth? You know, it's, anyway. A lot of interesting, important discussions in that show. Fantastic. And then if you'd like to reach the arms skyward, you can. And today, I implore you to practice reaching up at the same time your foot is grounding down. Can you do that at the same time? Using your breath as the conduit, connecting these two opposites. Nice, Hannah. So steady. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a little baby forward fold, just a couple of degrees. Fold. Steady, rise back up. And then lower that left leg down. Yay! Mountain pose. Release the hands down, palms facing forward. Good. Why are you here? Bring your right leg into tree pose. Ardha, half. This is actually half tree pose, if you're curious. What is full tree, you might ask? It's handstand. Downward facing tree. Feel roots growing out the bottom of your left foot, securing you. Then extend the arms. And if you fall out, please come back. Hands to heart, Anjali. Take a little curtsy, a little bow forward to the original teacher, the mother, and the mother of all mothers, Mother Earth. Inhale, rise, and lower your right foot down. Tadasana, mountain pose. Steady as a mountain. No matter what storms come, stand steady. Good. Inhale, lift your arms, look up. Exhale, forward fold, look behind you. Good. Inhale, halfway lift, kind of look forwardish. Exhale, down dog. Very nice. Reach your right leg up, breathe in. Step forward, Vira 2. Clasp your hands behind the body, right thumb on top. Unbend your front knee. Do this, like shift your hips a little side to side. Good, and then even them. And then tip your right shoulder towards your right shin, your right knee. Draw your fist away from the body. It's like triangle, but your arms are behind your back, okay? That's it. And then see what it needs to be awakened physically for you to hold this without your hands. Huh? So we first do this practice in the body, and then we see how can we do this emotionally. One more breath. Strong legs. Now triangle pose. Please extend and reach in all directions. Up, down, forward and back. Yeah, good. One more breath. Bring your left hand to your left hip. Look down, bend your right knee. Lift your back heel. Like come up onto the ball of the back foot, like high lunge legs, good. Half moon. The right hand is in front and to the right of your right foot. Hand on a block is a great idea. Good. And if you really want to challenge, lift your upper right hip crease. Yeah, good. Flex your left foot like you're doing a kick. Very nice. And then I would like you to visualize plank pose in your mind. And then step back quietly, plank pose. Stay in plank or side plank. Lift your right arm. Just 2 breaths. 1. Lift that bottom hip. Good, and then plank pose, come back. Ashtanga asana. Lower your knees, chest, and chin. Tailbone stays lifted. Nice. Slide into cobra, except you, Romy. Okay, downward facing dog. I know you want to. But who am I to tell you? You know best. You know best. Mama knows best. Downward facing dog. Thank you. All right, left leg up, breathing. Step forward, Vira 2. Little by little, we become more and more familiar. Clasp the hands behind the back. Left thumb on top. Good. Unbend your left knee. Swivel the hips a little side to side to get to learn. Oh, where are they? Good. Find evenness in your hips. And then tilt the left shoulder towards the left knee. Yeah, that's it. And then draw your hands away from the body and notice the obliques and the abdominals turning on, okay? How does the body support you when the resources are bound? And then how can my mind in my practice support me when my emotions are bound? Release the arms, triangle pose, extend in all directions. You want to help the people below, around, in front, and behind you, and you gather your source, your strength from up there. So expand in all directions. One more breath. Good. Bring your right hand to your right hip and look down. Lift your right heel. Come onto the ball of your back foot. Half moon. And there's no prescription on how fast you need to land it or get there, right? Getting in there is it. Can you press down through your left foot so that the upper left hip crease lifts like 1/8 of an inch? And can you really flex that right foot? Good. One more breath. Make yourself big. Oh, good. And then plank pose, moving very little. Good. Stay here or lift your left arm. Vashisthasana. Side plank. 2. Exhale. Last breath. Lift that bottom hip. That bottom hip. Good. Plank. Come back. Lower knees, chest, chin. 8 heart, 8 limbs of yoga. We bow, we bow. Cobra pose. Thank you, Romy. I love that. Downward facing dog. It's a learning, right? It's a learning and relearning and learning and relearning. Step your right foot forward. Low lunge. Anjaneyasana. Anjaneyasana. Bend your left elbow. Reach your left fingertips towards your neck, behind your head. Half archer. Bring your right hand to the left elbow and enjoy this moment. Yeah? To deepen the stretch in the legs, you let the hips sink forward like Terri's doing. Good. And either stay here or bring the right hand around if you want to practice the bind. You can. And just a reminder, it doesn't matter if the fingers touch, okay? And then begin to lift your heart up, back bending. Everything we've done on the sides is to help us better access this moment. Can you reach your left elbow behind you more as you lift the heart more, curving from your middle back? Good. Release this, come up through center, let the hands come down by your hips, roll the shoulders, release a little bit. Yeah. Good, tabletop. Inhale, cow pose, breathe in. Exhale, cat pose, round, round, round. Inhale, cow pose, just like that. Love your spine. Exhale, round. One more. Return to tabletop position. Step your left foot forward, low lunge. Yeah, you can swing it out to the side. Beautiful. Anjaneyasana. Anjane was an apsara. She was not a goddess. She was like a little sprite that lived, and they can shape shift and sing songs like a siren. And yet she birthed Hanuman. Thank you. Bend your right elbow, half archer. Hold the elbow with the hand to begin. Find stability when the resources are bound. If you took full archer on the other side, please come in on this side. Find what you find and be content with what you find. And then begin. Take this into a back bend. 3 breaths. The heart is opening in the front of the chest. You are supported by your past, the back of the body, supporting you, all the lessons you learned along the way, informing how this pose is shining towards your future, okay? And this breath keeps you pinned right in the middle, right in the present. Peace, peace, peace. Okay, release that. Roll the shoulders. Good. Tabletop position to child's pose. There's a saint, her name is Annandamayi Ma. She's kind of recent, born in 1896. Left her human form in 1982. And she would stand in the middle of the river and help her devotees cross one by one, holding their hand, her feet in the cold water, on the slippery rocks, but she stood there in her spiritual practice. Not only keeping herself steady, but serving others. Oy. For she knew her own freedom depended on the freedom of all that need to cross to the other side. That's all of us. May this practice show us opportunities in which we can. And when we are shown those opportunities to help somebody, may we take them without asking too much. And may the peace from that decision bring you infinite joy that can only be brought about by serving those around you. May your own suffering be relieved by your service to others. We'll conclude our practice with a pigeon pose. So come to downward facing dog. We're going to do the left side first, our feminine yin side. So draw your left knee towards your left elbow and bring that left foot toward pigeon. Oh, Shush, Jen, pigeon. Terry's demoing. If you need a visual. Good. Stay upright for a breath. And then fold forward, pigeon pose. And if the left hip is really high, maybe you put a blanket underneath. There should be 0 knee pain. Eric, you okay over there? No pain in the knees, yes? Eric? Good, thank you. Just check. Thank you. And we'll transition from calling this pigeon to the yin nomenclature where we call this sleeping swan. And so it looks pretty much the same, except there's an invitation to release any muscle engagement. So if the head can rest on something, so the neck muscles are not engaged to hold the head up. If the hips have a desire to sway all the way to the left, then you let them. In our vinyasa practice, there's an adherence to the back foot not sickling, right? Not turning. But in the yin practice, we let it. So if the foot wants to soften and the ankle wants to not hold itself straight, let it. And we'll be here for 2 minutes. And while that may sound like not a lot of time, if we don't know how to swim and we're in a pool, maybe that is a lot of time. So allow yourself to steep in the sensation. Halfway there. About 6 more full cycles of breath. And I challenge you to not move. Inhale, slowly rise to the palms. Everybody sit generously to the left hip. Bring your right leg forward for either Sukhasana, easy pose, crisscross, or Agni Stambhasana, double pigeon, fire log, many names. If you're in double pigeon, the right ankle is on top of the left knee, keeping the joints safe. If that's not happening, simply sit for scrubs. Good. Everybody, hands behind the back, puff your chest, lift the heart up. Stay here or forward fold. The target is your hips. So if you're feeling sensation in the hips, you're doing the pose, okay? For the loyal vinyasa practitioner, this yin practice is challenging in a whole new way. I don't want to be alone with my thoughts. I don't want to stop sweating. Oh, but this is the other side. And we're quite imbalanced without spending some time to sit in this. Okay? Sit in the fire. 3 more rounds of breath. Try not to move. If you're folded, rise with grace. Good. Swing the right leg behind you. Good. And then 3-legged down dog. Just make your way. Down dog. Right leg up. Bend the knee, open your hip. Circle the foot. Other way. Circle your knee. Reverse direction. Downward dog. Both feet on the earth. Good. And then bring your left leg into Pigeon Pose.
Just did that. Yeah.
We did? Bring your right. Thank you. Goodness gracious. Right leg. We did that. Thank you. You're hired. Stay upright for a breath. Find the support, right? The block, the blanket you need. And then forward fold. Sleeping swan. So a little more chill in the alignment. If you want to lean towards your right because it's more comfortable, you do that. When the work exits the muscle, right? Like we've been doing all class, engaging, bending the knee, holding the pose, that pumps that blood that we need, right? And it feels so wonderful to have that circulation, moving pranic energy out. And then we come here for a longer hold, letting our connective tissue stretch. Why do we want that? This helps the production of fibroblasts and collagen, elasticity in your muscles, in your joints, in your tendons and ligaments. For the buoyancy of your skin. Softness of that complex web of connectivity within your body. That's why. Relax your glute muscles. That's me. I always hold a little bit. Relax your thighs, the quads. Relax your tongue. One more deep breath. Then rise up onto your palms. Sit to your right hip. Bring the left leg in front. Easy seated pose. Or stack the shin. Left leg on top of right. Or left leg in front of right. Hands behind the body. Puff your chest. Stay here or fold. 60 seconds together. 10 breaths, 6 seconds each, if you like math. And then wherever you are, relax your outer hip so there's no muscles holding you. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you. Inhale to rise. This time extend both legs forward. And let's take a forward fold. Keep it easy in your body. Let go of what you want this to look like, specifically how far you want to go down. Let that go. It's not helpful. What needs to be awakened within me? Why am I here? Inhale to rise, either taking seated meditation or shavasana.
chin in softly towards your thumbs and lift your spiritual heart up towards your prayer. May we all cross to the other side awakened, in fact so awake that we lend our hand to help someone behind us. May you lift your head, open the eyes. Thank you, Terri, so much for this day.